Hello, welcome to Beginning English as a Second Language. My name is Miss Lewis. This is week 7 and we're talking about Washington, D.C. We'll be doing day 4 of the packet today. If you have it, do it with me. If you don't, you can still talk and write on your hand. Let's get started. So for today, we're going to be talking about two letters, the O-P. They make the sound op together, op. We can put different letters in front. Let's check it out. This is my H-O-P, op, hop, like to jump. Repeat, hop. Good. Here is M-O-P. They make the sounds m-op, mop. Repeat after me, mop. Good. This is what I can use to clean the floor. P-O-P. P-op. Pop. Pop. Good. That's the sound when something breaks, like a balloon. My next word is T-O-P. T-op. Top. Good. That's the highest part of something. This is the top of the monument. This word has two letters in front. S-T. St-op. Stop. Good. We stop before we cross the street. We're going to read the sentence and look at the picture and say if they're the same. Yes? Or they're not. No. He mops. Look at the picture. Yes. This says he is at the top. Yes, he is. You can say yes, no, or give me a thumbs up and down. Great job. She hops. No. Look it, she's not jumping. She's not hopping. This says they stop. Yes, the picture shows the people will stop. It pops. Yes, the popcorn goes pop, pop, pop when we cook it. Good job. Now, we're going to see some vocabulary when we read our book about the Washington Monument. My first two words are build and built. And this is an action word when people will make something very big. You could use blocks when you're playing, or you can do a big construction site to build a tower or a school building. Repeat after me. Build, built. Good. Let's write them. B-U-I-L-D, build. Now let's write built. B-U-I-L-T, built. I already did it in the past. My next word is building. Repeat, building. Good. These are all different buildings. These are things that people built. Let's go ahead and write it out. B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G. Building. Good. My next word says monument. Look at the picture. This is a special building that will honor and respect a person or idea. Maybe you went to visit the Martin Luther King Jr. Monument or Memorial to see him. Let's write the word monument. M-O-N-U-M-E-N-T. Monument. Good. My next word we saw, it's an op word. Stop. Let's write it. S-T-O-P. Stop. Good. My next word is start. I can see in my picture that the girl is going to start the race and begin it. Let's write start. S-T-A-R-T. Start. Good. So start the race was where she will begin. And look at, now she's done. She can finish the race. My word is finish. Let's spell it. F-I-N-I-S-H. Finish. You can write all your words here and we'll find them in our book that we read about the Washington Monument. The Washington Monument is in Washington, D.C. They built the Washington Monument to honor George Washington. The Washington Monument is 555 feet tall. It is made of marble. They started building the Washington Monument in 1848. They stopped building in 1854 for 22 years. They stopped because of the Civil War. Look it, now they're not building. They started it, but now they stopped. Here's the war. They finished the Washington Monument in 1884. They put the top on it. The color of the Washington Monument changes. The color changes where they stopped building. Look at the picture. Do you see two different colors? Right here. They started and then they stopped building it. Then they started to build it again and finished, but you can see the two different colors. The Washington Monument has 897 steps to get to the top. But you have to take the elevator. It takes 70 seconds to get to the top. That's fast. When you see the Washington Monument, think about the important things George Washington did for the USA. Great job. We're going to go back and read this book again for different parts. Make sure you read it again. So now we want to talk about the Washington Monument and think if something is true or if it's false. Good readers go back in the book again. Let's check it out. The Washington Monument is 555 feet tall. In the book, it shows here, the Washington Monument is 555 feet tall. Yes, that's true. It says, you can take the steps to the top. I'm going to look back in my book. It says, the Washington Monument has 897 steps to get to the top. But you have to take the elevator. It takes 70 seconds to get to the top. It says it has steps, but you have to take the elevator. That means no, there are steps, but you can't use them. So I'll circle no. The Washington Monument has 1,000 steps to get to the top. We just read this. What sentence tells us how many steps there are? Good, right here. It says the Washington Monument has 897 steps. That's different. So circle no. Great job. For the rest of these, I will read the sentence and I want you to go back and find the information in your book. so you can circle yes or no using the book. The color of the Washington Monument changes. They stopped working on the Washington Monument in 1854. George Washington built the Washington Monument. They built the Washington Monument to honor George Washington. Good. Now that I read it, you can go back and take your time, find the answers in the book, and circle yes or no. For this next activity, we're going to be talking about the past, and I want to show you how to do that in English. So, let's look at this picture. It says Tom's story. Here's Tom now in 2020. But in the past, it was 2010. Look at Tom. He's just a baby. When I talk about the past, that's what happened before. And to write about the past, we add ED, those two letters, to the end of some action words. Let me show you. My action word here is walk. If I want to talk about the past, I have my word walk and I add ED on the end. Now it says walked. In 2019, I walked to school. Walked is in the past because it has ED. Here's another example. Start. In the past, I put an ED. In 2017, I started school. Finish can be now. Finished with an ED is the past. I finished building. That means I'm all done. I did it in the past. And stop is an action word for now. Stopped with ED is in the past. I stopped running. We're going to see the ED in our words when we talk about the Washington Monument. This is all in the past. Look at 1848, 1854, 1884. We can use the book to help us what happened in those different years. In 1848, they honored George Washington. Great. We want to do another one. In 1848, what happened? Let's go in our book and look. In my book, it says they started building the Washington Monument in 1848. Here's my same year, and they started building it. Look it, it's not done. It's in the very beginning. So, I'm going to write in 1848, they started building the Washington Monument. Period. Great. But look at, we have more dates, 1854 and 1884. We want to find more dates on there that can show us what happened in those different years. Let's look. 1854. They stopped building in 1854 for 22 years. They stopped because of the Civil War. They finished the Washington Monument in 1884. They put the top on. Now I want you to use those sentences to help you write more sentences here. I want you to be able to tell other people what you read about. You can call them or talk to your family. Say things like, the Washington Monument is tall. Or use has. The Washington Monument has steps, an elevator, 2 colors. Great job today.